Good evening and welcome to Season 3, Episode 5 of the BeatRoots podcast. I'm Jamie.
I'm Chris.
And today we're joined by Tuesday Night Whites.
How you doing? Down.
I see it. They're a 5-piece indie rock outfit from Preston. They've sprung to life during lockdown. They've since been lighting up stages from Edinburgh to London with their infectious anthemic energy. I've got written down here. Today,
Allegedly.
Today we're joined by all 5 of you guys: Ollie, Jack, Nathan, Chris, and Harrison. Is that right? Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
Good.
In no particular order.
So far, so good, lads.
Not got me dropped yet.
Welcome to BeatRoots, lads.
Nice. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming down.
Yeah. We'll start where we start with everyone. Is individually, what are your first memory of music? Like, what's got you into where you're at now?
Start and work down.
Yeah. Well, I started at a very young age in piano. I barely remember starting, apart from being sat with my granddad at like 2 or 3 years old on a keyboard, just trying to pick anything up.
Was it their keyboards?
It was my granddad's keyboard.
Right.
Yeah. Very, very young age, obviously, and then just carried on right the way through from there, really.
Nice.
That's the oldest memory I've got of it.
Were they teaching you as well, or was it like you just hijack it and...
Literally, my granddad always played like when he was younger, and then he sort of transferred down to me at like the age of 2 or 3. It was just like, I'd sit here and play something, basically. So it was, I do remember some bits of it.
Yeah.
You've played a few more instruments since then, haven't you?
Yeah, one or two.
Multi-instrumentalist at the moment. Modest.
Oh, big.
What is next, yeah?
So, I'd probably say earliest memory of actual music, listening to music, was probably dancing around my front room to One Step Beyond. That is my dad's sort of trap. But then there's different sort of like memories that I have, like going to footy training. My dad always used to have like a CD case, just basically flicking through. You have like the Jam, Oasis, all that kind of
Nice.
thing. So it was a case of, obviously, you play one week and play one another week. Yeah, and actual playing wise started in like when I was really young, primary school, just having your normal guitar lessons, doing your grades and things like that. Got bored of that, just wanted to play the songs that I want to play, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Great stuff. And then first performance was high school with Harrison and Ollie, and so like we had an end of year sort of production, and all the music was live. From like, what did we do? Grease. There was Grease.
Les Mis,
Grease. I did school coming out.
Yeah.
School.
You were front and centre.
That's...
on the pipes.
I was, ish, yeah. I didn't get Danny Zuko, so I'm still a bit wounded.
Yeah, but didn't it make part for you because you could sing better than the person who was Danny Zuko?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
That's the better story.
That's what he told me.
My memories of music, I mean, my dad's side of the family, like my grandma and granddad, they were always with like Preston musical comedy. So started off listening to like quite a lot of like musicals and stuff from being young. I was in quite a few shows as a kid. And then same as in like school, I picked up the guitar and tried that. I tried keyboard, just couldn't do either of them, so sat them off pretty quickly.
And if you do recorder as well.
Yeah. But no, I'm joking. But I could always sort of sing a little bit, I guess, through that. So I did that. And then again, same as him, just in the car with my dad on play to footy with like, I used to listen to quite a lot of like singer-songwriter stuff for like James Morrison, Ben Howard, stuff like that. And then I remember my brother coming home listening to Cortinas one day, and I just like, wow, that's class that. And in music, just I've felt up of it ever since then, yeah. So it looks brilliant.
Yeah, same story really. My house is a very, very eclectic sort of music place, if you will. It was all like blues, rock, Motown, bit of country every now and then. Like key memory in my head, me and my sister were in the conservatory and we were like teeny tiny dancing to The Boys of Summer, Don Henley.
Yeah, nice.
Just quick.
Dancing around, and whenever that song comes on, it automatically triggers in the head.
Yeah.
Music wise, pretty much the same story, to be honest. I pestered my mum throughout the entirety of primary school to learn to play guitar.
Mm-hmm.
She never let me because she said that I would just put it down and not pick it up again. So I had lessons for
2-3 years, and then I put it down and didn't pick it up again. And then told Pon that I was probably a better guitarist than I was when you asked me to join.
Embellishment. You know, you got to back yourself in it.
Yeah. It was a rude awakening coming back to it. Oh,
That's why you play bass.
I think you'll be better on that over there, mate.
No comment. If I speak. Yeah, that's me, really. That's always been a musical household, so.
It's gonna be really more on this because again, I grew up on like Oasis with my dad listening to it. Quite a young age. He's seen them loads, obviously at like £2 when it was when he was going to watch them. So obviously, you know,
A lot cheaper than this time.
yeah, just a bit.
Price like in those days.
£4.
£7, I think. I think £2 still. Little cheers, yeah. £7. I think he said he saw them once. That's a real one. Which he just didn't.
How much did we spend?
I've not spent anything. I got get one. 30 quid. 30 quid, yeah. But yeah, so that was me, and a lot of like 90s dance music as well.
Nice.
Mum and dad used to love listening to. And then yeah, I mean, I came home one day, no idea why. It was like, I fancy playing the drums, and my parents were like, no.
Every parent's person.
Trying to push something a bit quieter down. But anyway, I got a drum kit when I was about 8, and then like it's similar. Played through school, got lessons, you know, the usual kind of stuff. Went to college and then kind of didn't play again. It's quite difficult. I always say it's quite difficult playing the drums on your own because it's just a bit boring doing the same stuff without having people around you. Yeah. Then
Promising.
Then Jack rang us one day and was like, "Oh, do you fancy giving it another go?" I had like a falling apart drum kit which we like chucked together a rehearsal, didn't we?
But beat up.
No cymbals, anything like it was. But yeah, then being from, I think I was the third member after Jack and Ollie. We just chucked a bit of a set together, didn't we, and played our first gig. And that was probably nearly 3 years ago now.
Was that the first time you played?
No, I played at Preston Live.
You did, yeah.
That was when I finally said I'd join, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So you go from 2-piece to 3-piece.
2, then straight to 5, but maybe I had just 2 other.
Right, okay. Yeah.
And then
that first gig that Bosie played, I bought my bass the following day from the bass player in one of our good mates bands, Jake, and then Nathan. Well, we joined at the same time because we hadn't played a gig until the end of September, did we? But I met Nathan at Leeds, and then we didn't stop talking all weekend.
So that's a question. That's a question for later. That one. There must be a story there. Like,
we're hoping there's some fun story behind that. we're basing the whole episode.
It was Leeds 22, so I think that was the band fires in camp, didn't they? So they put the story there somewhere.
right?
Not from us, but yeah. Where's this going?
Yeah. We'll come back to Leeds.
It's got a very musical background then, though. Like some people are like, just kind of fell into it a little bit later on. Or I think there's quite a common theme of parents being in the car and driving to school or football or just different places. And, like Oasis obviously always comes up like the Beatles, Stone Roses, Cortinas. It's something that we all kind of have, don't we? Like we have our memories of our parents that played all of their music. But it's cool to hear like the different background or such a common background there. Yes, we get some fun answers, don't we? Or less inspiring answers.
I had a conversation with someone in college once, and I asked them, "What music do you listen to?" "I don't listen to music." What do you do? Do you just sit and listen to the voices in your head?
I'm not even sure that's true. Like, I'm sure that stuff like that can't be true.
Do you know what? I always hate the answers. When you ask someone, what kind of music are you into? Just everything.
Yeah.
You're not the way you're not into everything. You can like a lot of stuff, but you're into something more than something else. You know what I mean?
Shit ton of Beethoven.
That
Mozart.
all the time.
Yeah.
I think though, genuinely, of anyone I know, he really can give that as an answer.
Yeah, everything. Probably good.
Yeah.
From classic all the way through to like death metal.
I do listen to anything. Genuinely. Do you go out and try and find anything, or do you just let anything find you?
I'm one of them where rather than I've got playlists on playlists in Spotify for anything I want, but if it's a short playlist, I'll let it finish and I just let Spotify just do its thing, algorithm, and if it'll just come up with new stuff. And at that point I just go, right, I can add that to the playlist, and I just keep going, that'll go in that playlist.
So what's the most obscure artist, would you say?
Oh God, I don't know, I'd have to scroll through.
How long have you got?
It's probably more of like, what's the range of it? Because it is literally like you're saying, death metal artist.
Yeah.
On your playlist, you've been sat there like, massive loud tune on in the car, next minute, Symphony 4 orchestra. he goes from like banging his head to just.
You say that metal and classic, like compositionally, very similar.
Yeah, but I'll go from that to like jungle D&B.
Right, okay. You like jazz, don't you? Quite into jazz, aren't you?
Love jazz, absolutely love jazz.
Because Nathan can play all the
swing,
instruments.
blues.
Your heart rate's all over the place.
That's just a Red Bull.
It just doesn't stop.
So, move on to your most recent single, which is 23, released on the 20th of December. We've got down here.
Yes.
Like, how was that? We listened to it before. It's got a real like triumphant feel about it, like proper indie classic kind of feel about it. Like, how's the release gone? How's it still going?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I think we were all like massively surprised how well it did, and like how many people were just absolutely buzzing off it. Like, not to say that it's not a good song or anything like that. We love it, but it's quite easy for you to love a song that you've sort of made like between yourselves.
Yeah.
To sort of then put it out there and be like, I don't know how it's gonna go down. And I think, given that, I mean, I always said like it's not about a bus, is it? But obviously, the 23 is a bus in Preston.
Right.
It is about.
It's sort of about the bus. So then, like, when you go out to like London, Edinburgh, it's like these people must be thinking, "What are you on about? Yeah, singing about the 23. What is the 23?" But you still get a good group of people who are like singing and dancing along, whether they know what it's about or they don't. They obviously get some sort of like
Catchy, innit?
Yeah,
that's what I mean. So, I mean, yeah, we put a lot of work into it, which was maybe learnings from the first two that we put out. We put a lot of more sort of time into social media and stuff, not like anything professional, just ourselves in parks and bus stops and stuff like that, wasn't it?
Station,
but that really paid off for us. Like, really paid off. We used like sponsored posts for the first time on Instagram and things like that.
It
and
makes such a massive difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just got a massive reach. And then you look at the streaming numbers, and we got a few radio plays on Radio X and Access Manchester, stuff like that.
It's addictive, isn't it? Like
massive.
keeping an eye, like we do it like every single
Oh
time.
yeah,
like, how many more streams we've got today? How many more photos? Like, we've gone down by 6. Like,
I think the thing is that when we released Renegade, we are obviously all so proud of Renegade, and that was like the biggest. It was huge for us, and we were all sat on that FaceTime when it first came out, and that did pretty well by all accounts. And we had people coming up to us, being like, "Oh, this is really good," blah blah. And then 23 just took Renegade and blew past it, and it was surreal, wasn't it? Because we were still thinking that the streaming numbers were really good, and then the 23 far exceeded expectations. I think in some regards,
Renegade will always have a special place for it because it was
Yeah,
the first time where you could say, go and check us out on Spotify. So having it out there that anyone can listen to wherever they are, like you said, when you look at Spotify for artists and you see people in like random countries and cities and stuff streaming it, it's like it's just mega.
such gratification, isn't it? You're like, how has that made it all the way over there?
Yeah,
quite easily with the internet, but you think, how was it managed?
Helsinki.
Yeah, it's
Really? You got a cult following.
Yeah, cult following Helsinki.
Some of that stood out to me when I was listening to you. Just the production quality, the music, the production's fantastic of Renegade and 23 and all the other tracks as well, but especially Renegade I thought sounded fantastic. Where do you record? Is it the same?
We've recorded in a couple of different places. When we did Renegade, it was in a place in town that we used to rehearse in.
Right.
And the lad who does the production for us, incidentally, I went to college with him. I think did you go to college with him?
I knew of him. I didn't go to college.
Yeah, I think he was, because he's my year.
Yeah.
he's a little bit older, you're not much so.
Yeah, so I used to sit next to him in music tech, and he's in another band with a lad we know really well as well. So we did obviously that in there, and it was just like a little. It was probably about the size of this room in terms of split both ways. Everything straight through into the little audio interface, amps ready.
He brought like a portable studio with him,
brought
didn't he?
his
He
own
just
little-
packed this
Right.
whole
Yeah.
into his, like, he had this tiny little car, didn't he? So
Yeah.
he just absolutely rammed it with all the
Dropped up
equipment
his
and
eye
set it up, and it was like, it looked like you were in a studio, but he
Yeah,
just
yeah.
set it up himself, so it was pretty sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, then 23 was...
23 was it?
Is it in Burnley?
No, it was
Rosendale.
Rosendale.
Yeah.
It's not far
Store.
off, yeah.
Yeah, that was classic.
What was the name of it?
Above a cocktail bar. It was
It was
all
above a
black
pub,
cat.
wasn't it? It was like top floor of
What's
it.
the cocktail bar
something.
called?
No, that was the pub downstairs.
Yeah,
I
that's
think it was
what
like
I
All
know.
Silk or something like that.
All
Yeah.
Silk Studios, like
All
it?
Silk.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like
It's
that.
moved now, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's moved.
That was
yeah.
awesome though, because when you sat in the recording room, there was a window through to like the lower floor where all the
Yeah, it
drum
was
kit
sad.
and everything.
It's
was
the
around.
epitome of a great studio,
down.
that if you can look through a window at someone.
And there was Street Fighter on the PS1 setup, like when we
That does sound like a good studio.
what was it? World Cup '98 or something?
Yeah, we were trying to name the England team like on the team management thing on the World Cup '98. So trying to name it, but yeah, I mean, going from a portable studio where we rehearsed, going into a massive studio, proper professional setup, it was like, wow, this feels like real time now, doesn't it? Like,
But Tom's mega though. Tom, he
Yeah,
does all
Tom's
the recording,
insane.
mixing, mastering, like he's mega. It's what he does for like a job. He does like voiceovers and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's what he does day to day. So he knows his stuff, but he's also he's such a nice guy as well. So
Gel well with him.
yeah.
It makes a big difference.
He's a
that,
wizard.
doesn't it, like?
He's a wizard.
He's good for like he'll even because obviously he's musical himself, for like inputs and stuff. So like try this, do this bit different, or like he'll do stuff with our tracks. The reason why it takes so long to come out is because we're doing like tweaks and tweaks.
Yeah.
And then like he'll chuck a drum in and go, oh, what do you think of that? And then they'll go, oh, we don't like it, take it out, stretch it out.
It's like for 23, the voiceover, the little.
I was
clip
going to
that
mention
we
that.
have.
Yeah, it's really smart.
So that went
yeah.
in literally like last
Yeah, it
second,
did,
didn't
didn't
it?
it?
Literally last second. So the master and everything was done, and then there was a gap, and it was just like we could do something there. Is it not vocally? But
it sort of built, didn't it, and then
Yeah.
stopped.
Yeah.
So it needed something just to bridge that gap, didn't
and
it?
then literally like overnight, Tom just whacked that in, and it's like, oh my god. That's
So was
like-
that a suggestion from you guys, and then he did it, or was
Yeah.
that something that he brought
I
to the
think
table?
I'd heard something similar on another track, not like the same thing, but it was a similar sort of idea. So I'd sent him a voice note and then sent it to Tom, and he came back with all these different sort of like AI voices. One was like American. I was like, no, that doesn't sound right. And,
That's more northern.
and he managed to get a proper northern like train company voice. It was like, that's perfect. That is actually perfect,
class.
and it just fit in the gap, didn't it? Absolutely spot on. So
You got a good relationship there, then. Like, are you? It sounds like he's got the right level of inputting, and you're happy to be like, actually, we don't like that,
yeah,
and you've got a good relationship where like there's no.
It's that mutual respect between the two,
Yeah.
because he's like Boatsy said, he's so musically minded, but at the same time, if he suggests something and we're not a fan of it, it's purely professional.
Yeah, there's no toys out the pram or anything.
I don't know. He walks the line perfectly because he's our mate, and we're recording with him.
He's one of them people that you can't have a bad word to say about him. Like, if you have a bad word to say about it, you're the problem, not him. He's
Fair enough.
just such a nice guy. But yeah, feedback, giving us feedback, we go back to him with feedback and things, and he's always receptive. But yeah, I'd say like the quality, the production quality, hats off to Tom. He's incredible.
yeah.
It does, because I mean, you've only got 3 songs out, and like sometimes it takes a few songs before a band like finds a sound, and you think, oh, that sounds really good. But listening to it today, you wouldn't think that they're your first 3 songs, like with how they sound and like the production of them, and it's like, it really is.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Really
Good to hear.
What's the main thing you said, isn't it? After 23 came out, like, this is the sound.
Yeah.
This is TNW.
Yeah.
So have you got some new tracks in the bank?
Yeah,
Yes.
we just got the final master literally this week.
Nice.
So we've got that ready to go. So then now it's like artwork and things like that, and obviously, like you said, all social media prep and whatnot.
Yeah.
Such a painstaking process, isn't it? It's like you think once you've got the songs sorted, like written and recorded, it's like
You just want to
done.
go.
But
It's mental now, isn't it? Social media as well, like because you can't just be a good band and have like good music. You can be
Yeah.
the best band, but if you've got no social media presence, no one's ever gonna see you. So you're like,
It is mad. It probably takes more time than actually like getting in the studio and doing the song. Like that's like a day's worth of recording.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a lot longer process to get it all mixed and mastered and stuff. But then you spend weeks and days, weekends, weeknights going out into public. And there's also I hate that as well. You have to be out in public. It's like the new thing, isn't it? You couldn't just sit in like your room.
You can't just do it in your
You have to be out. You have to be out in a park or something. It's an awful cover, but it bangs.
The cases are doing it really well at the minute. They would tell us like we've started doing it a bit more because like they were like, you need to like outdoor background. It's got to be something that captures you. Like,
it's painful. You don't want to do it, but it's like you have to do it.
For 23, we literally, it was like 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning, walking through the park with a full drum kit.
We went round
matches on. And
it was like people walking the dog. I'm sat there in the full kit of the park.
The thing was,
blurry
we weren't plugged in either. So like at first, Sochi was taking the piss like, not even hitting. Do you know what I mean?
But then it looked ridiculous. So then I had to then play the drums, but these weren't playing. So it's just all you could hear in the park was a snare going.
The worst one, we went round every single bus stop on the 23 route and recorded videos, and I think they all came out rubbish. It took us a full day. We didn't even use any of them. Man. So I'm sat in this bus stop with like miming along. It was like they're not even like that good. Didn't even use them, but we got enough. We got enough.
And then loads corrupted as well, didn't they? We had loads that corrupted. So if you went through our TikTok, there's like no videos that I'm in. Like if you're on the 23 stuff, I'm just not there because all the ones we had that I was in corrupted. We couldn't use them.
And you were on half the day that we went.
And then people commented like, actually we got loads of comments. People
came into
like,
a thing.
People were like, where's the drum?
And we started running with it. Like, sorry, we're looking, like joking.
It actually worked out quite well.
Good publicity. So tell us a little bit like the songwriting process then, because obviously you've gone from being a 2-piece to a 5-piece. Like, how did it start and how has it kind of evolved?
It has evolved, hasn't it? We're still evolving, aren't we? Like developing and learning and stuff. So it started off again. We was an acoustic duo, just doing covers, just in your local pub. And then when you had like your mates coming down and stuff, like you got that buzz and everyone's asking when's the next one, and we weren't really planning on doing the next one. We were just literally, our first gig was we was filling in a slot because someone dropped out on a Thursday, and we got together during lockdown, knew a few covers, and it was like, oh yeah, sound, just bring your tabs and stuff like that, it's easy enough. So it was like, yeah, sound. And then everyone's like, when's the next one? So I was like, oh, we'll do it again. So we ended up playing Crafties like 3 or 4 times.
Hasn't stopped since then.
Yeah, Philly.
This has really got out of hand now. Then.
Yeah.
So then we was like, right. So obviously we've done the covers and stuff. We wanted to sort of do our own and have a go. We never wrote a song before.
I think we just wanted to try it, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think that was because it was still sort of semi-lockdown. Like you could do a bit more stuff. We were still like. Like, so we just wanted to try it and just see if we could do it. Not like what could we get. It's can we actually could we do it if we wanted to.
So like just basically sat down, just writing up all the instrumentals like guitars, drums on your Logic and things like that, and then working out vocal melodies, vocals, like little obviously sending each other voice notes and voice memos and things, and like I have to pay $8.99 on my iCloud storage now because the amount of files that we have, right?
That's at least you can turn the phone on.
Yeah, well, yeah. So it got to a stage where I literally couldn't turn my phone on because
there was that much.
There's that much stuff, and it was literally just like band stuff, like.
Wow.
So
$8.99 for storage. We've just got up to $1.99, and I thought that was a lot.
Not 2 terabytes.
That's just impersonal. That's just Pommy's phone.
Yeah,
that's not across the board. We've got a Google Drive for that, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got a Google Drive. Yeah.
After trying many different platforms.
Well, yeah, so it was just a case of like getting like sort of like skeletons of tunes together, see if we can sort of like work something, and then the first full band song that we wrote was Near Manchester, weren't it? Which is like we wanted again our first song to sort of be about where we're from, growing up and things. We could relate to it, but then also writing about something that's sort of like personal and means something to you. It's so much better. Do you know what I mean? So
you can believe in it then, can't you?
Exactly. Yeah. And like I still love it. Like people love it, even though it's not released and things. Everyone's always asking when's Near Manchester released.
It always does really well on socials as well.
Yeah.
Johnny asked me again the other day.
Yeah. No, he does well on socials. And interesting enough, the first time we put a video out of Near Manchester, just a little TikTok clip. It's like the amount of people, like obviously we wrote it about Preston and like being where we're from. Like when you go on holiday and someone says where you're from, you say Preston. Where's that? Near Manchester. So then you realise, like you forget how many cities there are, like surrounding.
How many people will say?
Oh, I'm from Blackburn. I'm from Birmingham. I'm from Blackburn. It's like that's just like all right. Actually, that's covers quite a lot of area. That so.
We've even got like Bury, Rochdale, you got even like that going like to that.
Should we just carry on for the rest of the podcast?
When we played a gig in Sheffield, and I think I was talking to the lead singer of Reaver, and I was going on about it,
And it occurred to me that they obviously, like Sheffield is the music hub in that part of the country. Near Manchester no longer applies there, does it? Because they're saying like obviously Sheffield's a bigger city. And obviously still get behind the tune, but they say something completely different. And when we were in London and stuff like that as well, it's funny.
But it's a great song, and I think like it's a good song. If I do toot my own horn, but
I love it. There's a certain it must, given the fact that you wrote the lyrics, like it must feel good for the two of you having written the song. The persistent question from any gig, you can guarantee that at least one person's going, when's it coming out? When's it coming out? And Pommy's answer is normally not for a while.
An eyebrow raise and a shoulder shrug.
I think it's what we're saving it. We're saving it for the future.
I suppose.
And it's like what we said before about Spotify. Like the first couple, like you sort of learning. Obviously, we're new to it, and you're learning what work needs to go into it and what does well and what doesn't. So I think because it is sort of like a special song to us, we want to do it right. Do you know what I mean? And not rush it. So if it had gone out now and we'd have rushed it at the first release and stuff, it'd be like a couple of songs later, like, we could have done that so much better. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's like it's a learning curve, though, isn't it? Like you're always going to think, like even like the next 2 or 3 releases, like we're still doing now. You think, we could have done this differently this time.
Yeah.
You do that thing differently next time, and then there's another thing where you're like, we could have actually done this differently.
But you know what worked as well. You know what was worth the time, because like some things aren't worth your time, and you spent too long on it. But I think again, going from like Lost Control to 23, the difference, it was like, okay, definitely go towards that now.
Yeah.
And that's only going to get better because we've still got that experience now.
Yeah.
So.
It's exciting for us because we've got, obviously we put 23 out, it did so well, and it is still doing so well, And it's like it was when we played our headline in Preston this year. Obviously packed it out, sold it out, and it was everyone obviously singing it back to you. You think that's our own tune. Like we definitely need to stick with what we're doing now. We're doing it right, so let's just kick on from there, kind of thing.
I think that was one of the first time I was like, because at the Conti, the lights are so bright, you can see the first row of people and no one else. So like everyone could have left and we'd have just been like party on stage.
It's still a full room to you, isn't it?
They might have done that.
But I think it was the first time, the first moment. For me anyway, it was like, oh my god, like hearing the lyrics sung back at you and that buzz and that feeling.
That video,
like hairs on the back of your neck, kind of thing.
That video when I stop and it's almost like I've not stopped. The volume, it's just like, wow.
You didn't need to be there, did you?
No, well, next time I don't think I will.
It's only ever been near Manchester because it's been a staple throughout. Your acoustic right at the start through the whole
It's
thing.
the one we've played for the longest, so people have picked it up.
People know it, but then having a song that's only just released 5 months ago, and you've already got people not just singing, obviously, the power back with the chorus,
knowing it word for word.
And there's a video that Corinne was recording, Nate's sister. She was doing some videography for us, and I'm just stood there like, oh my god, like a muppet with his mouth fully open. I was just gobsmacked.
Well, again, it's like going back to the songwriting. It's a learning curve with that as well for us. And we started off by getting a template on Logic and basically trying to get the finished products there and then, kind of thing. But now we'll take what we have, or the skeleton of what we have, and we'll just bring it to rehearsal, start playing through, and then just ideas start jumping out, don't they? It's like, oh, we'll record that, voice memo that, video this, kind of thing, to come back to later on. And I think doing it that way, you can hear it sort of come alive more than you can obviously sat on your computer, and then obviously you get them ideas and you go back to it and then re-record it and then send demos out and stuff where you're not so sure about things, you leave it blank and all of a sudden an idea comes weeks later, kind of thing. But for me, actual songwriting side of things, the way I approach it is that I like listening to obviously the songs that you like, but I like sort of diving into the detail of why I like that song. So is it a particular riff? Is it the bridge section? Is it something to do with the vocals? I don't know.
Break the song down.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm on my phone notes, I've got, again, phone note storage, but I've got literally like the artist, the song, and what I like about it. So then when I do like on a random Saturday night when I've been pubbing and a couple of pints and come back and pick the guitar up, you sort of obviously just jamming, just playing, messing around with a few chords and things, and it's like, oh, that sounds decent, and then just literally just flicking through notes and stuff. It's like, oh, we'll try that there, try that, see how it sounds. And the recent one that we've wrote, Hide, I want to call it.
It's true. That is it.
Is that the name?
Well, yeah.
Are you sure that's the name?
No,
no, we're not doing this again.
I'm not
we're
sure.
about to really.
An eighth iteration of what it could be called.
No, the songs remain the same. It's the name. Well, yeah,
we've
we
got a
won't get
story
into
about
that.
that. But yeah, so literally just taking sort of like, that was like the bridge section, and I love the bridge for, I can't remember what song it was now, but I was like, oh well, let's start with that bridge section and build a song around that. Whereas like Near Manchester was starting with a chord progression. There was like 23. What did 23 start with? It was
your chord progression.
Was it? Yeah. And then we had, so when we wrote 23, we had the chord progression, and where it says jump to 23 in the bridge, it wasn't there, was it? And we sort of started messing about with the
I think
lyrics
I'd
and
written too much, hadn't I? And we just sort of cut it, and it just fit perfectly. But I think that's just it's just progressing, isn't it?
Yeah, we dragged it back from like
simplicity sometimes is
yeah, exactly.
Is the way to go.
We dragging from the chorus to make that sort of like a dropout, sort of like the hook of the song, rather than it be, because at first when we first did the draft of like the lyrics in the first demo, it was sort of like lost in the chorus, but sort of like repositioning where the bridge is and everything dropping out, it sort of builds a song around that and have that as a hook, and it's done well for TikTok videos anyway, hasn't it? So so having that sort of hook, but
that bloody TikTok.
Bane of my life.
Yeah.
It is a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, it's interesting that it's quite an elaborate way of going about it, but it's everyone's process is different, isn't it? For like the different stories we get for like how they write a song and how collaborative it is, and sometimes it's more one person, and then it's more like one person in the studio with one producer. So
we've tried a fair few different ways. I mean, if you really break it down to very, very simply, Pom will write chords, Ollie will write lyrics, Nath will make it musically sound, and me and Boatsy will add a bit of flair on the end of it.
Sometimes not even that.
Yeah, well, no, it comes. It generally, like the bulk of the song will come from the three of these, and then it will come to a rehearsal. As Pom said, it's very organic as it grows, and then it'll just be, oh, can we do this with that? And that's when the real discussion takes place.
I think that's where you get the buzz, isn't it? When you play it live and play it through first time in rehearsal, if you do get that feeling and that buzz, like, oh yeah, that sounds mega, that's when you know.
We did that this morning, didn't we?
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
It's good fun.
So let's have the lead story.
Yeah, the long awaited. That's why everyone's here before
that's not even. It's not even a very long one, to be fair. So I went to Leeds 22, and Nathan and I share quite a large mutual friend group.
All right.
And I'd never seen him in my life, and I rocked up thinking, why has someone brought Darwin Núñez to Leeds? No, I'm joking. No, that evolved after a long time after. But I think he's got a coaster at our house with Darwin Núñez in it, to be fair. And I cannot explain why or how, because nobody introduced us or anything. I think I just ended up.
You literally came and sat next to me.
Yeah, the conversation was, ironically enough, the fact that we were talking so much. I had just been diagnosed formally with ADHD.
Right.
And they also was the same, and so having had a lot more experience living through it for a lot longer.
You just smell it on each other.
Just gravitate. Yeah, he hadn't washed for 3 days before. And we were just chatting away, and we've been doing like bits of rehearsals as a group, and we'd booked in. I think, had we already booked the end of that September gig, the Stockport one?
Yeah.
And essentially, the time frame was closing, and the message, shit, we need a lead guitarist. And I was sat next to him, and I had no idea that he was a musician at all. And he was going through his Instagram or something. I was asking, because you mentioned you play guitar, and it's just him playing Van Halen, Eruption, like playing the tapping part. And I was like, straight on my phone.
I think I found him.
I found someone who might. But I don't actually remember much more of that conversation, because it was Leeds and it was about 10:30 in the morning. So
is it you that does the solo in 23?
It lost.
There's one.
Sorry,
I left it running before, and I thought, it sounds like Van Halen. That. So it's really funny that you just.
The Lost Control one with the tap.
Lost Control. Okay,
yeah. That was recorded on Ibanez.
Guilty.
But that was it really, and then for the entirety of the rest of the weekend, Nath couldn't get rid of me.
Oh, because he couldn't speak.
So you now live together.
Yeah, we do actually.
Yeah,
2 years later. So bought a gaff, and
It's a proper love story, that, isn't it?
yeah, my girlfriend.
It's the cutest one we've had on it.
I know, because I'll get a phone call. I'll get a phone call off him and Katie, my girlfriend. She'll say, "Your boyfriend's on the phone." I'm like,
Yeah, shotgun big spoon early doors.
But yeah, that's the lead story. It's not particularly like enthralling. I'm sure there's many more stories from that weekend.
It's one of those stories of chance and fate, though, I suppose.
It was really, really odd because it just fell perfectly.
Yeah.
And having been in a band before, and you said I will never, ever, ever play in a band again.
It's true.
And I was like,
Fast forward.
shit.
A
And
little
then,
bit.
But the maddest thing is like we all know so many people quite well that you know. So it's like, how have we never even heard of you before? Like, how have we
I've
never?
never met any of these four
Where have you
friends.
been? Yeah.
just existed
Yeah.
on like the fringe, like.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like, and I know nearly everybody that you know.
Yeah.
And
That makes
I've never
mad,
met
isn't it?
you for.
Besides the forward lot, there was a post that was put out the other day from Blog Preston described as a Fullwood band, and 3 of the 5 of us are from Fullwood. I'm from Pemberton. You're obviously from.
Near Manchester.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. So I
Zing.
didn't know any of the Fullwood.
Done this before, haven't you?
Like and subscribe.
That's what note taking does. Yeah.
Well, we'll swiftly move it on, just a bit conscious of time, but we do want to move on to a bit of a game that we've been doing this past couple of seasons, which seems to have gone down quite well. We're still working out which way around the name goes, but I'm going to let Jamie take it away.
That's it. So the game's called Myth or Riff, and it's a true or false game.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you 5 different statements about music. You have to say if they're myth or riff.
Right, well, he's getting 5. And if Pommy doesn't win, then Pommy will be in
surprised. Some of the questions that come up are like...
How competitive have the other bands been who've played this?
It starts off not very, and then they're like, ooh.
No, as people. Have any of them been genuinely upset that they've not won?
No one sounds as competitive as what
No
you
one's like
sound a little bit now.
like,
So we will.
There is a
Yeah.
distinct possibility. Are we playing against it? Sorry.
No. So it's
I'm
going
sure.
to, as a team, it's going to have to be unanimous, or at least the majority.
Right, okay.
It's going to be 5 questions: true or false. Riff is true, myth is false, and we'll tot it up at the end. And then at the end of the season, there will be no award. Just bragging rights. Oh, we don't know yet. We're still
Oh, sorry.
So we'll Jamie.
Right, so we'll start off with Bruce Springsteen once caught trespassing at Graceland to meet Elvis. Riff or myth?
I think riff.
Straight in.
Just straight in there.
I mean, if we're going quick fire, then
Right, well, how old Springsteen's what, 72 is it, something like that now?
He was at Carl last night.
Is he 80?
He's in Manchester.
He's in Manchester right now. Yeah.
You know, Brad went, I'm trying to
Bruce
remember how old he
Springsteen,
is.
everybody.
I'm trying to remember how old he is.
special guest.
Are Elvis and Springsteen a similar age?
They would have been if Elvis was alive.
Yeah. Right, go on, no, it's back in.
Okay. Riff.
Yeah, that is a riff.
Straight in. Straight in.
I knew
Right.
you were useful for something there.
Question 2: Celine Dion once owned a water park in her backyard.
Nah, I can't imagine Celine Dion being asked about going downstairs.
I'm gonna go myth.
I was gonna go myth. I was gonna go riff, but I'll go with the majority.
Oh, no, but tell us why. Why was it riff?
What you did?
Myth.
Myth.
What? No, but tell us why riff.
No, we've gone with the
We need
majority.
deliberation.
Let's
All
Is
right,
that
okay.
the majority is myth?
Yeah, myth.
go.
That is a riff.
Get in!
You don't get a point. You can have your own point system if you want.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you
Five of us against
Us
each
two
other.
versus you 3.
you're playing by our rules in it.
Right, Bob Dylan once performed under the alias Bingo Dingo.
Did I watch the film? Is it in that?
I think it's got.
I know it's Timothy. Was it Timothy Chalamet? No, well, we've had 2 riffs. This is the thing, isn't it?
So you're doing what everyone does now. They start playing the algorithm. Don't play the numbers.
play
There's
the
no
numbers.
algorithm. My GCSEs told me that.
Right, myth.
Myth.
What's it? Big
I was going to be
Bingo
riff.
Dingo.
Bingo
I'm going to be
Dingo.
contrarian. I don't know. Well, what
Bingo Dingo.
was he a fan of the Beatles? You know, Ringo Starr. Is he trying to be a bit of
Bingo.
I think
No,
they were
Bingo
myths.
Dingo?
That's gotta be a
Ringo.
myth.
That's got he
I
can't.
think we're overanalyzing.
That's
it.
terrible.
Myth. It's a myth. It's a myth.
That is a myth.
Yeah.
We're doing well.
So, 2 right so far.
Did he actually play under an alias or?
I don't think he did. No.
I wonder what his actual name was.
Cheers, mate. Anyway,
We'll cut that part out. So, question 4. Billie Eilish used to post fan art of Justin Bieber on Tumblr.
I'm gonna go.
that's got to be. She's definitely a Tumblr
Yeah.
Tumblr kind of person, isn't she?
Let's do a riff.
Yeah, riff, let's do it.
That is a riff.
Yeah.
Not doing too
They were playing it, you know.
Yeah. One more.
And last one, Adele once broke a Grammy in half to share it with Beyonce.
Well, no, was that because there was a whole
Beyonce's
video
not
when she
even in
was
the
crying.
same league, is she?
There was that whole video when she was crying, wasn't she? Because she was saying, "Oh, like lemonade or whatever it was called was class."
Lemonade.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, she was up on stage saying she shouldn't have won it. Didn't?
I don't know. I'm not a Beyonce.
He just knows. He just knows
massive
the.
fan.
I don't remember her ever snapping a Grammy
Yeah,
off. I
why
feel like
would
that's
you
something you
snap it
wouldn't do.
Yeah, but
I don't.
she was
I
on
How
stage.
strong is she? How strong do you have to
yeah.
be to snap one?
Well,
When she
They're not solid
was it album? What album?
I'm sure she could afford to buy a new one as well, couldn't she? Like,
You can't buy a
Buy a
Grammy.
Grammy.
Yeah, she probably can with that money.
You go to like Clinton Cards and get like a little trophy or something.
Sorry, please get an order a Grammy.
Got one delivered.
I'm going myth.
No, well, she was on stage and she was like
I think so.
glazing
No, I think
lemonade.
so.
She was like, I shouldn't have won this. Blah blah blah.
It's actually called lemonade.
Yeah, that's the name of the album. Don't feign it like you don't know what it is.
So it was a band.
Oh, no,
It's like Lemonade.
No,
is that right?
No, it's a Wombat song. Oh, Pink Lemonade.
Ah, yeah, that's a good
Myth.
song.
I'm going myth.
I'm gonna go myth.
Edging towards myth.
Right,
She wouldn't break it, would
do
she?
riff. It's going to be a riff, isn't it?
It's a riff.
Yeah, that one.
That was a myth.
Yes.
4 out
Still
of
got one
5. 4 out of 5. That's a solid effort.
Who's got 5 so far?
I think one.
No, I did.
Floodhounds. Did they get 5? I don't have all the scores
can't
to
remember
hand.
off the top of my head.
Well,
You need,
I
you need a
think
Top Gear leaderboard.
we do.
Yeah,
you should, yeah.
Jamie did one for season 2, which
There
was
is
pretty
one
good.
on
So
Instagram,
in the post of all this, it'll go on a fancy looking leaderboard.
Yeah, that'd be good, that.
We should keep all of those. I don't keep the scores written on my hand for the longevity of the season.
Is that the permanent marker?
It's the scoreboard hand.
Tattoo artist.
Yeah, it's got St. Jude's.
You're like, yeah, playing live music and like meeting people and it's class. And then it's like, no, we need to record TikToks. We need to do this. We need to do that. It's
Yeah.
like, all right.
It's part and parcel of it, isn't it? It's
You have to do
with,
it.
With any,
you have to do it. But yeah, I agree with that. I would say definitely.
Anything else?
I just boil it down to not falling out. I'm.
How often do you fall out?
Well, it's not how often we don't collectively fall out. It's normally me falling out with someone or him falling out with Bomb or vice versa. You've never fallen out with anyone, and Nate just doesn't care.
No, I don't think it's falling.
No, it's not. I'm only joshing. I'm
Disagreements
Being in
in
a
it.
band is like being in a marriage, innit? Like a big
100%.
marriage.
You spend a lot of time together though.
Yeah.
You know? Like
Yeah.
a lot of time.
Like me and Jack work together as well. Like, we're in the same team at work.
Right, okay.
So we're literally
I would
like,
play footy
I would play
together.
foot
That's
together.
impressive that you've not fallen out then.
Yeah, it just.
Yeah.
'Cause that's a lot of time.
I see more than my girlfriend. Like, that is not even taking a bit. Like, but I think that is.
Ellie's gonna love that one.
I do. She knows it. I would say that's probably the most difficult thing. But obviously that
Not spending time with us.
it's, yeah, especially him. But obviously the enjoyment
That's
of
his
it.
catchphrase
The enjoyment of it weighs it out.
Yeah.
The enjoyment of it weighs
Yeah,
it out.
as soon as you play a gig, you're like, that's why we do it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just playing a gig. Honestly, like we went on a little bit of a hiatus from gigs end of last year. We didn't get together for a little bit because we were doing bits of tunes in the background and other stuff, just getting all the ducks in line, in order, whatever it is. And that first session that we all came back together, honestly, I think it was around the time, was it Purple was conceptualised around then? I can't remember what it was. It genuinely, and I'm not just saying this to like, get a clip, whatever. It genuinely brought a tear to my eye hearing that song all come together. It was
Stories.
it is.
There's the
it
trailer.
is. It's a pleasure, and like it's a what's the word?
You're gonna go again, you're alright.
No, maybe. Well, I've just come back from Ireland. Yeah, it's.
Camaraderie in it together.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I
I've lost the word.
yeah,
I've lost the word.
I think for us though, it's because we're a group of mates outside the band as well.
Yeah.
So we do. When you say fall out, don't fall out, but it's like there is disagreements, but it's also good because we're not sort of like a group of like yes men. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we've all
yeah.
got suggestions, we've all got inputs, and if someone doesn't like it, we've got that common ground that you don't like something, just say it. Do you know what I mean? So but yeah, going back to the most difficult thing about being in a band, I think it will be time and availability. But we do all make ourselves available a lot, don't we?
Yeah.
We're every single one of us, all 5 of us, are committed like as a unit kind of thing.
You know, your gigs like London gigs and Edinburgh gigs take up full weekend. You know, you're Friday, Saturday, Sunday, aren't you? Travelling and all sorts. So
it's money as well. Like we're all pumping money into it, aren't we? To like travel and stuff like that. So
if people could see how much money actually goes
into
it's so little, really. Sometimes you think like, how?
I think people think like music. Because you're in a band, you must make loads of money. It's like, nah. It's like the opposite.
I think
don't even make any, do you?
It costs us. We've never seen a penny from it ourselves. We just
people are probably a bit more privy to how little money bands make, but I'm not sure that they realise how little money you actually make.
Yeah.
There's not making loads of money, like we all know that. There's making a little bit of money but then there's really how much money you actually make from the music that is out there, and you think I don't know how many
gigging
hours.
As well.
It's collectively though, like Ollie said, we haven't seen a penny, and that's not because we're struggling to break even. It's because collectively we pool the money for equipment, for like you say, for vans, for staying over, recording exactly.
Yeah, if you took any little money that we have made, you took it and distributed it, then like a month later you have to get in the studio, you'd be like, oh, can I have that back?
Yeah.
Plus the rest. So it's like, it's not there's no point, but it's like we know that we're going to do well reinvesting it, don't we? Which is why it's always felt better to do it that way.
Yeah. So, what does the next 12 months look like for you guys?
We're saying it's like it's been a mad start to the year. I can't believe we're halfway through it already. Like we've done so much already, which has been amazing. A lot of new stuff for us as well, getting out and about, different cities, different parts of the UK, different people. We've got a big Manchester show coming up, second headline of the year. So that's at the Deaf Institute, which is sold out. So that's going to be insane.
Amazing.
So that a lot of the work now is just getting that ready. And then we're just carrying on. We've still got loads more shows booked in and around the UK. A couple of Northwest ones, which is nice. Obviously, it's nice and local for us. So and then down into like London and Scotland again. So
Northeast as well.
Yeah, just
Newcastle.
More tunes, more playing,
more
driving.
Whispers of the next single when that's going to be released?
It's well, you've got all that. It's again going back to that thing of making sure it's all right. So we know we've got the master now. We know it's ready to go. If we could send it out tomorrow, I would do. Do you know what I mean? But it's all the social media side of things. So once that's done and prepped and stuff, and we can just start listing them off on social medias and stuff, we'll sort of have a date in mind. But ideally, it was going to be this half of the year. So as in like very latest mid-June.
It'll be
June.
As soon as possible, really.
Yeah. So it's so we've got one track there. We've got another track on the go. Got two more headliners this year after Manchester, and then like Ollie said, there's gigs coming from like Newcastle, London, around the Midlands, Sheffield, back in Sheffield again.
Busy times.
So yeah, busy but good.
We'll try and catch you. Like we keep saying that we're trying to get down to all the bands that are coming on, and like because it's nice chatting to everyone. It's nice listening to loads of different musical. I'm not quite as eclectic as your playlist, but getting to speak to and listen to all these different bands, it'll be fun to come down and see you play as well.
Definitely good. Drop us a note.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you for coming down, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Very good chat.
Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe to BeatRoots, but also to Tuesday Night White's socials.
Social handles?
Go on.
Every time. TNW official _
on all of them.
On all of them. Pretty much.
Oh, nice.
Are we not official?
TikTok's Tuesday Night Whites _ Instagram's TNW.
Why'd you make me do it then?
Just testing you.
We'll make sure we put it on as well.
Put them here.
I can't imagine.
Otherwise, you get no followers
many,
after
like Tuesday Night Whites that you can have a clash. So it's a unique name.
There is TNW.
Search
They're not wrestling.
What? We've got a link tree.
TNW not
We've got a link tree.
Yeah, we have a link tree.
That's
the best.
That's got everything on.
Go to Instagram.
It's everything.
Click the link in my bio.
Oh, you're going to play a track for us as well? That's okay.
Of course, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Forgot that we did that.
I forgot. Yeah, I went blank.
It's the whole part of like.
What are you going to play for us?
As you can see, we haven't got a drum kit. So, do you want to come over here?
We're going to play the new one that is shortly to be released, if that's alright.
Yeah, what's that one?
Exclusive.
Due to time of recording and time of release, it may well be out by the time this has happened.
Yeah, it might be an old track.
That'll fit well then.
So it might not be as exclusive as we're anticipating. But yeah, no, exciting. What's it called?
What's it called?
That's why we're not releasing it yet.
So this is the new one then?
Yes. Yeah, so there's a couple of names, but
untitled.
These guys don't know me.
Purple in brackets.
Me and Ollie had a brief phone conversation the other day.
Brief hours and hours and
Yeah.
hours.
Go on. That's even more of an exclusive. We don't know. What is it?
Yeah, so there's a couple of names floating about, but yeah. So at the moment it's called Purple, but that's only because the actual final name is called Purple. You need to name it something, don't you? So on the set list it's Purple, but it's
So we're gonna get purple potentially by Tuesday Night Lights. It's exciting. I'll take it away.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Nice one, thank you.
Tie on the windowsill, he worked till his bones ached and people still remind him of days where he shone like the seventh sun. Blacked out for half his days, can't remember the dreams that he used to create, but his time's not up, just remember to fire the gun. He said time is like a minefield, step and send you up, but you're far too good for this town, so don't look down, because you're far too good for this town, don't look down. Too good for this town. She dreamed of a better life while love came first. There was a family strife, and the path that she chose seemed to snuff out the fire within. And she searched for those flames once more, those endless hours on the factory floor, but she believed time was up and remembered to load the gun. She said time is like a minefield, step can send you up, but you're far too good for this town, so don't look down, because you're far too good for this town, don't look down. Too good for this town, yeah. Time is like a minefield, a step can send you up, but you're far too good for this town, because time is like a minefield, a step can send you up, but you're far too good for this town, so don't look down. Far too good for this town, don't look down, because you're far too good for this town, don't look down, because you're far too good for this town, down. Far too good for this town. She said time is like a minefield, a step can far too good for this town, this town, this town. She said time is like a minefield, a step can set you up, but you're far too good for this town, so don't look.
That was Purple by Tuesday Night Whites.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that.
Brilliant.
We are really looking forward to coming down and seeing that. Thanks for us. On Spotify too.
See you again.
Yes. No, thank you very much.
Nice one. Thank you.
See you soon.
See you later.